Hello everybody, Captain Marty Brill here. It is Friday, July the 25th. We've made it through another week. We've got a tournament in full swing over at Pirates Cove Marina on the Manio Nags Head Causeway, or you would call it the Nags Head Manio Causeway. To each his own. But we'll tell you about the tournament and what else is going on in the fishing front when I come back in just a moment.
Looking for adventure? Head to Pirates Cove Marina in Manio, where exciting charter fishing meets waterfront vibes. Whether you're a seasoned angler or first-timer, enjoy offshore, nearshore, and inlet trips with expert crews and quality boats. Need fuel? Pirates Cove offers diesel and non-ethanol gas. Need rods, reels, bait, tackle, and marine supplies? Pirates Cove has that too. Visit their ship store for premium sunglasses, exclusive Pirates Cove gear, and unique gifts. After your trip, relax with snacks, cold drinks, and stunning marina views. Book your charter today at fishpiratescove.com or stop by for a day of adventure, shopping, and relaxation. Catch the big one and make unforgettable memories at Pirates Cove Marina in Manio. Clint Godwin, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in Manio, can help you find the right insurance coverage for your needs. Whether it be home, car, life, or health insurance, Clint will go to work for you to make sure that you're well taken care of. Trust me, I know from personal experience. Call Clint today at 473-2119 or swing by and pay him a visit at his office in Manio. He'd love to see you. Clint Godwin, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent that's ready to go to work for you.
So down in Hatteras, a few dolphin or mahi, a few blackfin tuna, a few wahoo, a few bottom fish, and a couple of sails, or sailfish, I guess you would say, as they continue to pick out a decent day. Fishing was kind of scrappy offshore, really, except for the billfish. But more about that when we get to our tournament report at the end of today's segment. They had some good, one nearshore boat had a really good day on Spanish mackerel, and they continue to do a little bottom fishing, catching occasionally a king, an amberjack, a false albacore, and even a big drum every once in a while. The Oregon Inlet Fleet, and we'll just say what we've already said, there was a pretty good day on the bill fishing with a couple of gold star catches. I'll tell you about that in our tournament report, but it was kind of slow on everything else. I talked to a couple of the guys in the tournament that found old barnacled up loading mat or pallet floated down there. That's usually a place where the dolphin or mahi like to hang out. I mean, that's usually when you see one of them, you just like, thank you, Jesus, I'm in the meat now. But they didn't have anything around them at all. That's not a good sign. Don't know why that is. Don't even try to know why that is. But it was slow meat fishing, a scattered tuna in the fleet, and that's about it. They had ribbon fish and Spanish mackerel and bluefish closer to the inlet, and they still keep working on that school of drum or schools of drum that are roaming around outside of the inlet. And then we get on to our pier and surf report, and it's just a mixture of stuff. Tony Lombardi and I were sitting over at the tournament trying to find something to talk to you about. Tony, of course, of walkingangler.com. That's his website, about all the places you can fish without a boat. But they're an example, Jeanette's Pier. They had croaker, bluefish, Spanish mackerel, spadefish, spot, and every once in a while they had a sheephead or two. And that was really very, very typical out that way. And then on the beaches, the surf fishing is about the same down in Hatteras, for example. So a few pompano around Avon, some nice Spanish mackerel, Ramp 38, along with some bluefish. But that was really, it's just a small summer pick right now, and I don't want to try to build it into something it's not. But you always have the potential for a drum or a trout, and you just have to go put your time. Meanwhile, don't turn your nose up at small fish. They're really, really good to eat, pan-fried. It should make memories for your vacation you'll never forget, actually. So we'll take a little break, and I'll come back and talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the backcountry.
Real. That's the first word that comes to mind when I think about Outland Seafood in Mans Harbor. Yeah, they're the first and last place you see coming to and leaving the Outer Banks on Highway 64 in Dare County, but they're also real when it comes to fresh local seafood. Troy Outland, real. Curtis and Josh, real. The indoor crab shedders, real. Stop by and see for yourself right next to White Shopping Center and check them out on social media. Outland Seafood in Mans Harbor, real.
So in the backcountry, I talked to several drum fishermen over on the dock at Pirates Cove, and that big drum bite late in the evenings is picking up again. There have been some 40-inchers, caught a few of them a little bit bigger than that. And then you still have some puppy drum, you still have some speckled trout, but the big drum is what's going to get all the press. There's also a really good bluefish bite going on right now, and lots of sheephead in the Sound. Something we didn't used to do a whole lot of was sheephead fishing in the Sound, but it's been really, really good lately. And then we'll get on to the just a few standings as day one is in the books for the 22nd annual Dare County Boatbuilders Tournament. And my old dock partner, Captain Art Spracher on the Pelican. You know, let me start out by saying this. A grand slam is when you catch a blue, a white, and a sail in the same day. Hard to do. Whether you know, mostly they release them all anyway, but a grand slam is something to brag about, to write home about. Yesterday, we had, there's 39 boats in the tournament. We had 38 of them went fishing. They caught 83 assorted billfish, and the blend was nice. There was a little bit of everything. But out of that 83, Captain Arch on the Pelican caught 2 blue marlin, 3 white marlin, and 4 sailfish. That's 9. That's a double grand slam, and I wouldn't have taken but one more blue marlin bite to make it a triple grand slam. 2 blue marlin, 3 white marlin, 4 sailfish. Great job for the crew of the Pelican as they're way out in front in the Boatbuilders tournament. Another gold star catch, the Labrador. But let me back up some. One of the reasons they got the points, there's a big bonus if you catch a grand slam. It's 300 extra points. So Arch had that. All right, the Labrador did not have a grand slam, did not get that 300-point bonus, but he did have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 blue marlin and 2 sailfish. So for them, they moved up into second place with a real strong showing there. And then the Horseplay had a great day. He also had a Grand Slam plus, and for him, he did get the 300 bonus points, so he's in third place. And then now we have 2 more fishing days left. This tournament has a mulligan rule. You can fish all 3 days and just score your 2 best days. And quite a few boats took the mulligan today, even though they went fishing. They did not turn in their scorecard. So that's what's happening over at Pirates Cove. It's open to the public. You really need to come over there and walk the docks and look around in the pavilion and see what's going on over there. A lot of stuff to see, and I think you'd really enjoy it. And having said all that, that's my fishing report for you on this Friday morning. So I wish you a great day. Go out and look at what nature has to offer. Every single bit of it was made by God, and I'm very grateful for that.